Hi everybody, this is Stephanie from Soulful Notes. Today I wanted to talk about 5 things that I learned in my first day in Seoul. So the first thing that I learned is that red lights are more like suggestions than actual rules. So every time I rode in a car, like everybody ran the red lights. But then one time somebody stopped. Okay, so it kind of made sense because one time somebody stopped and the red light was like 10 minutes long and nobody was coming. So I think if I lived in a situation like that, I would probably run the red lights also. But yeah, people run red lights a lot. The second thing is you get off of the bus in the middle, right? So I tried to get off of the bus in the front door at one point, and the driver didn't open the door, and I kind of looked at him and like pointed, and he like gave me a dirty look and then opened the door, and I'm like, oh well, maybe I was supposed to get off the bus in the middle. But then another time I was getting off the bus and everybody went to the front door. So I don't know, there's like rules about when to get off the bus in the front door and when to get off the bus in the middle door, and I don't know what they are. Anyway, so I just follow everybody else. Third thing is, you may have heard this before, but there is Wi-Fi everywhere in Seoul. Yes, it's true. There is Wi-Fi everywhere. Here's the problem. It's all locked. So you don't actually have Wi-Fi access everywhere. It's just there, but you can't use it. But if you like go into a cafe and order something, then usually the Wi-Fi password will be on your receipt. So you just order a lot of coffee. And here's the other thing, is that you need to order a lot of coffee because all of the coffee is like that big. So I got coffee on my first day and I'm like, I need like 5 of these. Could I have like 5 of these? Anyway, it's really small. So like all of their drinks are like really small. I don't know. I don't get it. I drink more than that. Anyway, 4, I'm on 4, right? Yes, 4. Personal space does not exist. People will just walk into you, and I don't know, it's like you're headed for a head-on collision and logic says you turn to one way and they turn to the other way, right? Well, that doesn't happen. They just bump into you and nobody says excuse me, and you can definitely tell who the foreigners are because they're like, oh, excuse me, shilemida, excuse me, and all the Koreans are just like, whatever, like they'll just run into you. But the good thing is that they don't get angry when you run into them, because that everybody runs into everybody. And then the 5th thing, the last thing, is that life is better when you have friends. Okay, so I met these 4 really awesome people on the airplane on the way over here, and we like totally hit it off. And then we all went our separate ways when we got here, and I went into Hongdae on my second day, and I was meeting a friend for dinner, but I went in at like 1 just to hang out and like explore, and I didn't really get that much exploring done because I didn't have Wi-Fi and I didn't know where anything was. So I just like found a coffee shop and like sat down, and I sat in there for like an hour and a half, and then randomly one of the people that I met on the airplane walked in the door with another one of his friends, and like we're like, friends, yay, friends. And so we hung out for like the whole day, and it was awesome, and it was way more fun, and it's more fun to explore with people than it is by yourself. And just friends in general. It's nice. And it's nice to speak the same language as the people you're hanging out with. So life is better when you have friends. I think that's it. Anyway, check back later, subscribe, give me 2 thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Annyeong.